Filipino women are flourishing in the culinary world. Chef Vallerie Castillo-Archer was the first female executive chef at the popular Yamashiro restaurant all the way in Hollywood. Now she is leading the catering operations at Philippine Airlines. Chef Vallerie tells us how she whips up that sumptuous meal right here on The Final Word. Chef Vallerie, nice to have you back.
Thank you for always having me come back.
Oh my goodness, we have a cake with us here on set because it's your birthday tomorrow.
Yes, and it's your birthday today.
All right.
So why not, right?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you too.
Happy birthday to both of us.
Yes.
So Chef Vallerie, the last time we spoke, you were still with a Japanese restaurant in Los Angeles. Now you are back to your roots in the Philippines. What made you decide to return home?
You know what? There was never a deciding factor. I always thought that I would come home. In fact, on our first interview, you asked me what I would do in the next 5 years. And I said, hopefully I'd come back. And it hasn't been 5 years. Actually, it's been 6 months. And I decided,
happens
no, I know,
much,
right?
Much sooner rather than later.
Every time I come here, it's always different. It progresses. And I think there's never a right time. We're always good at doing something. And I think this was the perfect time for me to come home. My kids are all grown up, and it's time to change into something better and exciting. And for me, PAL was the choice that I had.
And now you are the head of PAL's catering operations. What new innovations are you introducing in PAL's in-flight dining as the new head?
I don't think it's a new innovation. I think it's just honing in on our Filipino cuisine, our culture, and embracing that, and introducing our cuisine to the entire world, not just the ones coming from the U.S., but globally, because I'm a very proud Filipina, and we have such amazing food. And what better way but to introduce it in the airlines when they're coming to visit the Philippines?
What new introductions have you made?
Well, we have changed the way we present the food. It's more of a fine dining experience. It's more of an experience for our passengers. More of not necessarily to feed them and to get them full, but it's more of appetizer to their destination. It allows PAL to basically give the passengers the full experience, how PAL is, and the warm and kind heart people that we are here in the Philippines.
But Chef Vallerie, all of this would not have happened if you were not with Yamashiro.
You're right.
Right?
Right.
You were the first female executive chef of the Japanese restaurant in its 50-year history.
Yes.
You just broke the glass ceiling.
I did. I only had my career there for 3 years. But, yes, Yamashiro gave me my platform. But it was the Filipino community that embraced me and celebrated me and got my name to where it is now. And if it weren't for us, I wouldn't be here. And this is why, one of the main reasons why I wanted to come back, because I wanted to give this gift back to the country.
But how challenging was it to be a woman executive chef in a very popular Japanese restaurant in Hollywood?
Well, for our industry, there's not a lot of women.
Yes.
And the one thing is, I don't want you to look at my gender, but as my profession as a chef. And it was very difficult because sometimes they don't call you a chef. They don't think that you can handle a lot of things. But as women, we multitask. We're taking care of the kids, we're cooking dinner, we're planning. And it's one of those things if you basically give in to what they say, you won't succeed. And I literally had to change my mindset. Grow a thicker skin, not become mean, but to basically prove to myself that I have what it takes, that I went to school, I had the same training that most of these men have, so why can't I do it? And I think about my daughter, and I think about the girls that want to be chefs, and if I gave in or gave up, then what am I doing? And I wanted to be sure that the girls that want to be chefs, they have someone to look up to. Even if they don't make it to where I am, at least they know that, look, she made it, so I'm going to make it.
You are a role model for women empowerment, but now that you are the PAL head of catering operations, how are you transferring that empowerment, being an executive chef in a Japanese restaurant, to your leadership role at the leading carrier in the country?
Right. Well, I believe it's just basically There's no different way that I've done it except to invest in our employees, taking care of them and putting them first and letting them know that we care. Because it's through them that PAL exists, and it's through them that we are here. And I think that's what the magic is investing in our employees and making sure that we care for everyone.
But this empowerment, Chef Vallerie, all began with the influence of your maternal grandparents in Ilocos Norte, because you were born in a bakery.
I know, right?
You ate, you breathed, you lived pastries and food.
Yes, instead of playing with Barbie dolls, I played with vegetables. And it's one of those things that you were born to do, but you never really find the time to actually explore it until that time comes. And at my later age, at 45, I decided, okay, let me see what I can do. And now at 53, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I have a career. And normally at this time...
And you're proud
yes,
being 53.
Oh, no, everyone asks me how old are you? I said, I'm 53. I mean, why not?
Yes.
I'm just so happy to be here and to be able to celebrate a career that's flourishing and continues to flourish.
And are you still continuing to learn in this trade? Learning as a chef, learning how to cook, learning how to manage people?
Every day you learn something new. I learn something new from the cooks at the catering company. I learn something new when I go to a restaurant. It's something that never stops. Everything changes so fast. There's always new trends, and the minute you stop, you don't advance. And for me, I welcome change. I welcome new adventures, and I don't think I'll ever stop.
Yeah, I mean, we belong maybe to the baby boomers or the Gen X, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we can still learn from the millennials and the Gen Zs.
Right, we have to. We have to keep up, I have to keep up with the new trends now and what my kids are into and what the new culinary trend is, because you know what? Everything is always evolving.
And I'm sure everybody wants to know, is watching us right now, what are your favorite flavors and ingredients?
Wow. It's like you're asking me what's my favorite child. But you know what it is? I think it's all the exotic ingredients that we have in the Philippines. I love truffles, but it's whatever excites me, whatever tastes good, or whatever I can get my hands on. It's more of the ingredients that I really look forward to is the ingredients of the people eating the food and seeing their smiles and seeing how content they are. For me, that's the most satisfying feeling that I get.
And of course, there are a lot of women who want to enter the culinary world, the food and beverage business. What is your advice to them? Because it is also a very, very competitive field. Just like communications.
Yes, it is. It's
public relations.
It's every field, I guess, a woman goes into. We always second guess ourselves. And the only advice I can give to women is don't give up. I know it's very cliche, don't give up, but just because you're at a later age or you think you don't have it, you have to try. Because if you don't, you're always going to wonder, what if I did this? And that one step can change your life completely.
And who are your role models, Chef Vallerie, growing up, apart from your grandparents?
My role models are actually my kids. Because
how young are your kids now?
My youngest is 17. He's graduating high school. My daughter is 23, and my oldest is going to be graduating med school. He's 29.
Wow.
So I'm,
so many achievements.
There is. And without them, we always tell them to achieve better and to do more and to graduate and go to school. And I'm telling them these things, and here I am. When I was 45, I'm like, I need to do something. Being a mother is great, but I want to do something for myself. So it's because of them I'm here.
And will they eventually be joining you back here in Manila, or will you just be visiting them every so often in the United States?
Well, I'm trying to let them know that it's so different now from when I was here before, and my daughter's coming, and try to convince the guys. It's a little bit harder, but they miss their mom.
Yes.
So, it's give and take. So hopefully they'll be here in the summer.
And what are your future plans? I mean, you were an executive chef at a Japanese restaurant. You're now part of management and head of catering at Philippine Airlines. Do you still want to set up your own restaurant, your own pastry shop? Is that in the cards in the future? Well,
the last time you asked me that, and I said, come home in 5 years, and it went really fast. I think now that I'm home, I want to enjoy my life, and whatever comes tomorrow or the next day, I'll accept it. But right now, I think I'm at a place where I can easily say this is my home. I'm comfortable, but I will accept new challenges. And who knows, maybe I'll open a restaurant, maybe retire soon, but I'm just having so much fun that I don't really want to plan anything, and whatever happens, I will embrace it.
Live each day as it comes. And for all our women viewers who see you as an inspiration, what is your message to them this Women's Month?
What I want to say is don't give up. Believe in yourself, because you can do anything you want.
It's great to have you back in the
Thank you.
Philippines. And happy Women's Month, Chef Vallerie.
Thank you, and happy birthday.
Thank you, and happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
on The Final Word.